It was a sunny Tuesday morning in the quiet town of Springfield. Mr. Henry Thompson, a kind and humble elderly man, decided it was time to buy a new car. At 72 years old, Henry had lived a simple life. He had spent years running a small, successful business that he sold to retire peacefully. Now he wanted a reliable car to enjoy drives to the countryside. Henry dressed neatly in his favorite plaid shirt and khaki pants. He combed his silver hair back and made sure his shoes were polished. He wanted to make a good impression. With his walking stick in hand, he made his way to the Springfield Auto Dealership, a place known for selling high-end cars. As Henry walked into the showroom, his eyes sparkled at the sight of sleek, shiny cars. He approached the nearest salesperson, a young man named Jake. Jake, however, barely glanced at him. Instead, he was busy scrolling on his phone. "Excuse me," Henry said politely. "I'm interested in buying a car. Could you help me?" Jake looked up and smirked. Sure, sir, but these cars are pretty expensive. Maybe you'd want to check out something more affordable." Henry frowned but kept his calm. "I'd like to look at this model here," he said, pointing to a luxurious SUV. Jake sighed and rolled his eyes. "Sir, these cars start at $70,000. Are you sure you're in the right place?" Embarrassed but determined, Henry said firmly, "Yes, I'm sure. Could you show me the features?" Jake shrugged and began explaining, but his tone was dismissive. He spoke quickly as if he couldn't wait to move on. It was clear he didn't take Henry seriously. When Henry asked a question, Jake barely answered and kept glancing at his phone. Henry decided he had had enough. He quietly left the dealership, feeling disrespected and disappointed. But Henry was not just any elderly man. He was a retired entrepreneur with a sharp mind and a knack for solving problems. He had also sold his business for millions of dollars, a fact Jake hadn't bothered to learn. That night, Henry sat in his study, thinking about what had happened. He opened his laptop and started researching the dealership. To his surprise, he found that the Springfield Auto Dealership was part of a chain owned by a larger company, Roadstar Enterprises, and as it turned out, Roadstar was up for sale. Henry smiled to himself. He had an idea. The next morning, Henry contacted his financial advisor and arranged a meeting with Roadstar Enterprises. Within weeks, Henry had negotiated a deal to buy the company. It was a hefty investment, but Henry had the resources and the determination to see it through. Once the deal was finalized, Henry became the new owner of Roadstar Enterprises. His first order of business? A surprise visit to the Springfield Auto Dealership. Henry arrived at the dealership in the same plaid shirt and khaki pants he had worn before. He walked in and saw Jake again, chatting with another employee. Jake didn't even notice him at first. "Hello, Jake," Henry said with a smile. Jake looked at him confused. "Oh, it's you again. Look, sir, I'm really busy right now." Henry held up his hand. "Actually, I'm here on official business," he said. "I'm your new boss." Jake's jaw dropped. "What?" Henry explained how he had purchased Roadstar Enterprises and now owned the dealership. The other employees gathered around, whispering in shock. "I came here as a customer," Henry said, his voice steady. "I was ignored and disrespected. That is not how we treat people. Effective immediately, you're fired." Jake stammered. But, Henry didn't waver. "No excuses. Pack your things and leave." Turning to the other employees, Henry said, "This is a new beginning for this dealership. From now on, we will treat every customer with respect, no matter who they are. If anyone has a problem with that, they can leave too." The staff nodded, realizing Henry meant business. Over the next few weeks, Henry worked hard to revamp the dealership's operations. He hired new employees who shared his values and provided training on excellent customer service. He even made surprise visits to ensure the changes were being implemented. Word spread quickly about the new and improved Springfield Auto Dealership. Customers began flocking to the showroom, praising the friendly and respectful staff. Sales soared, and the dealership became one of the top performers in the chain. As for Henry, he finally bought himself a car, a sleek, silver SUV from his own dealership. This time, he was treated like royalty. Henry's story became a local legend, teaching everyone an important lesson. Never judge a book by its cover, and always treat people with kindness and respect. You never know who might turn out to be the boss. Thank you for watching till the end. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you did, don't hesitate to like the video and share it with your friends too. Subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell for more fascinating stories. Have a nice day.